Hey, what's up guys? John here. Inflation in America is pretty bad, right? A lot of people would argue and say, it might be 30%, it might be 20%. Very few would say 8.3% per the CPI, but many would argue it's horrible here. But people have no idea what's actually happening across the globe, because what is happening there could very likely become our new reality, our new normal. And if this does happen, what is your life going to look like? What is my life going to look like? And what should we be doing about it right this moment? It's the big question, because we look at Argentina. Argentina's inflation is reported at 58%. 58%, no one knows the price of anything. So if you take that into consideration, they're reporting, the real experts are reporting a 58% inflation, and the experts here are reporting an 8.3% inflation. It's pretty crazy, because in Argentina, they don't even know the cost of anything. They don't know the price of anything. That's an extreme case of what's known in economics jargon as unanchored expectations. And in Argentina, it's the daily reality. With inflation at 58% and accelerating, the $500 billion economy is an outlier, even in the world where prices are taking off almost everywhere. It's not just the pandemic era problem. While the historical statistics are suspect, Argentina hasn't had a single-digit inflation in at least a decade. So it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Right? But it's not just inflation in Argentina. We look at what's happening right now in Europe. Eurozone inflation hits the highest level since the creation of the euro in 1999. The economic toll of Russia's war in Ukraine keeps widening. The price rises in Germany, hitting a record in inflation in Estonia, topping 20%. 20% inflation in Estonia. Germany, highest inflation in 50 years. Turkey's inflation is now at another 9% plunge in Turkey's lira just this month, right? Just this month. Mexico, 7.68% in the year through April, and the month alone increased 0.5%, according to a non-seasonally adjusted figures, right? That's Mexico inflation at 21-year high. And I'm sharing this information just because I want to give the full picture as to what's really going on in the global economy, because every government across the world is saying that they're going to come up with this problem reaction, the solution to this problem. They're reacting for our best interest. Like, this is going to be great. This is going to be, seamless and easy. Everyone's going to benefit. The economy is going to be fine. Nothing to worry about here. This whole problem is just transitory, right? What are we going to do about it is the big question. Brazil, right now, inflation shows in April, but still posted the steepest rise for the month in 26 years, pushing the 12-month figure to over 12% amid continued pressures on food and fuel. Official figures shown on Wednesday. Consumer prices as measured by the benchmark IPCA index rose 1% in April, slightly above the 1% increase forecast by economists in Reuters poll, but lower than the 1.62% seen in March, right? And now Biden, he's going to give the Fed space to do its job to battle historic inflation. So you have all these governments all over the world printing a ton of money, keeping interest rates very, very low. And now they're all starting to increase interest rates in this inflationary environment where fuel costs are going to be going through the roof in most of these markets that I just named. So what's ultimately going to happen? Food prices, everything's going to get more expensive, more troubling all over the world. There's no doubt about it. And all the debts that people are holding throughout the world are going to get more expensive to carry. And so what do we do about it? What's the real solution? The solution is to understand where the world's going and build out a plan that's going to keep you afloat throughout the chaos. Because the chaos isn't just going to, it's not just one more quarter or two more quarters. It's going to be the next 5 years, next 10 years. Things are going to get crazier and crazier and crazier. This isn't speculation. This is what they've said. They've said that they are going to be transitioning into this, meaning everything is going to get more expensive during the transition. And so smart entrepreneurs and investors and business owners, people in real estate, people that invest in stocks, need to be aware that what's going to happen in the overall global economy is people are going to be in financial straits. And when that happens, they're going to be liquidating certain investments. They're going to be making other investments. They're going to start being a little bit more risk adverse. People are going to change the way in which they live, their lifestyles, all their habits. Everything is going to change by force. And so if you're starting a business, I think one of two options is going to be the best one. One is going to be how to help people reduce their monthly expenses, and the second is how to help people make more money. And if you can deliver those products, and you can do it at a very low cost on your end, and you can help a lot of people, that's going to really bring a lot of value to you. Or if you could even do something else, maybe you have expertise or skills in a former career or your current career, but you can help a lot of people on a large playing field. That is something you should be doing right now. Bring in as much cash flow as humanly possible, reduce your expenses, prepare yourself, because things are going to get harder. I believe the best thing people could be doing is everything I just stated through an online business, whether it be through YouTube, whether it be through your online website, whether it be through just properly investing to hedge yourself for the pain. Whatever you need to do, I would do the research now and I would build out that game plan. I believe the best solution is cashnow.video, but you do the research and you figure out what is the best thing for you and take aggressive action, because the next couple of years, it's just going to get harder and harder and harder to take those moves, those actions. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you think that they are going to solve the problem by increasing interest rates and doing the real plan that they have laid out for us? Because I believe that the plan that they laid out of last year or two has made the problem what it is. And the same people coming out with that solution, I don't know if the solution is going to be what we're anticipating or what we're hoping for. What do you think? Do you think real estate values are going to come down? You think stocks are going to come down? You think people are going to get into a more bearish state on the economy and the global view of where they see markets? I believe yes. All over South America, all over Asia, everywhere, Europe, America, people are going to be changing their beliefs. If you look at what's going on in these economies, you will see where people really stand. Turn off the local television and get a global view of what's really happening, and you'll see that the problems are a hell of a lot bigger than what we are led to believe. What do you think about this entire situation? Drop your comments below, hit the like button, subscribe. You're also subscribed to my second YouTube channel. It's going to be a podcast and an interactive call-in show where you can call in and talk to me about real estate, the economy, the global markets, talk about everything. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. And the links for that down below. And also Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, everything's in the banner above. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.